All right, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right, this lesson is going to be entitled, Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you. Now, this lesson is going to be a little different. I got some images here, right, that I've been collecting that, that people have made about us over the years. All right. And this was the most recent. These right here are the most recent ones that I've seen, And when you're in this truth, you sometimes will collect enemies. Right. Now, the scriptures tell us that when these things happen, that we should not be dismayed by them, but rather that we should rejoice. This is Luke chapter 6. Hold on here. Right. I'm going to go right to the point. Luke 6:22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. And brothers out there, which they do, we have to have a thick skin because people are going to do things like this. And this is lightweight shit. This is nothing, man. Right? Putting my face on a fish and saying something about my eyes or whatever. Big deal. There was one guy that came on the comment board that he ran, and you got these guys that go watch every different group and they told information. Like, we say something, if we rebuke somebody, they go tell the people that we rebuked them, told the info back and forth. So I told the guy, what difference did it make to me if this guy, which I already knew about this. I had already had these images taken already. I knew about this the day when the dude put the video up. It didn't make no difference to me. What are we supposed to do? This is not a rap battle. We don't go back and forth with people like that. Everything we do is doctrinal. Things like this just show that an individual is hurt. When they do this, they're hurt. You see? And now this same individual that made these images, over a year ago, he made a video, image called a rebucinator of me like this, but it was different. He had me looking in a glorified state when he was, when he was trying. I don't know what the dude deal is. You know what I mean? I had these silver arms and all of this. And brothers, we shared it on the chat and we talked about it. And you didn't want people glorifying us like we these great superheroes or nothing. So then this year, this same individual, which is a bug out, not even worthy to be mentioned, he makes these images this year. See? And it's all good. Now, this is history. This has been happening to the apostles, to elders, and to different brothers over the many years, man. So going back to the individual that ran and told the information, I told him that I didn't give a damn about this person making images of me. It didn't make me no difference. I don't care. See, the controversy ends with us. When you come and you try to told information and get us to respond to this shit, this is the response. We know that things like this are gonna happen. People do this out of hurt feelings, man. When they can't get with you in the scriptures, that's all they got. The scriptures say again, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil. When people reproach you, they talk negatively about you. And cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. See, it's okay. It's because it's not about us. It's for the Son of Man's sake. What further does it say? Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. The prophets of old, they suffered, man. Right? Let's go there real quick. James 4, is it, and 10? No, that's not it. It's James 5 and 10. It's a lock here. James 5 verse 10. This is part of the course that we own, brothers. People gonna say shit about us. We ain't no great men. We so high up you can't say nothing about us. Like we always push. When life give you lemons, you make lemonade, right? Everything is good for edification. We can turn this right around for edification. It's a great thing. When these tribulations happening to you, and I ain't talking about nobody making those stupid images of you. I'm talking about when things go on in your life, right? When things go on in your life for the gospel's sake and you lose things, that is a great you should celebrate. You should celebrate. And we'll get into it more. This is James 5 and 10. It says, take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. The prophets of old suffered. They suffered many injustices. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. So the prophets of old suffered, right? We know that. Let's go back to Luke. We can get back there. They ain't want to act right. All right, so back in Luke 6 and 23. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. You count all things done that you may win Yahushua. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. See, the people of old, everybody comes back in their lot. The prophets, have gotten persecuted of old. This is nothing. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Here's the money. Verse 26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. You see, when people speak well of you, when all men speak well of you, you got to have enemies in the truth. And let me show you some of these images. You think I'm the first person? No. People have always made these images up. They got the apostles put their heads on Freemason bodies. See that? Here's one here where you got Apostle Hard. Those that listen to him, they put faces on brothers, a clown, a monkey, and I don't know whatever this other thing is. See that? We've been called snow dummies, and we've been called all types of things. See? This is no big deal. It's nothing, man. And it comes from, people like Vocab Malone and the enemies of the truth. When they came to feed us in the scriptures, this is what they resort to. They do things like this. This is from Vocab Malone. See, making fun and mocking spiritual power. See? Because he can't receive it. He can't grasp it. Here's one here where they calling, this dude Alton Johnson, who was also another hurt individual who got defeated by the gospel, a punk ass Christian, right? He put up a video because he can't edify. Hebrew Israelites caught cross-dressing for you. Well, he's tried to spell Yahushua and he spelled that wrong. So they liken the garments that brothers wear unto dresses. See, this is nothing new. And what did the scriptures say? Excuse me, about these mockeries. This is Ecclesiasticus 27. And I lost the verse. Verse 28. You know what? Let's go back. Ecclesiasticus 27, and we'll start at 26. We'll start at 25. Whoso casteth a stone on high, casteth it on his own head, and a deceitful stroke shall make wounds. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth the trap shall be taken therein. See, people think that you're doing something by making these images of us and mocking us and saying all this and all of that. And all you're trying to do is dig a pit for others. You think that, see, this is a scriptural thing. This is about the Bible. This ain't about who can tell the best insult. This ain't playing the dozens. This ain't who can draw the best image. People do that shit out of hurtness because they can't get to us because we're in the secret place of the Lord. Didn't the Most High tell us he would make us a defense brazen wall? Sure he did. And they can't get to us in the spirit. They're the ones hurt. It goes on. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth the trap shall be taken therein. Right. Going on, it says, he that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. Here's what I really wanted. Mockery and reproach are from the proud. What? Mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for them. So people mock us. They reproach us. We have to well bear with it. It's no big deal. There's nothing to it. Even in the book of Jude, it talks about that. This is Jude chapter 1. It says, keep yourselves in the love of the Most High. But Jude 1:17, but beloved, remember ye the words which were spoken before of the apostles of our Lord, Yahushua HaMashiach, how that they told you there should be mockers in the last time who shall walk after their own ungodly lusts. What purpose does doing this have in the gospel? Preaching of the gospel. What purpose does this have? It has no purpose. People do this because what? They're out of ammo. This is all they can do. And this is that same spirit, see? And there are many of these. All types. Saying we wearing dresses. Let's look at some of these others from over the years. See this? This individual, he put my face on this because he got rebuked. Wendy Williams, SC. See, he put my face on Wendy Williams' head. This guy right here, he wanted to put up a bunch of insulting comments. And when I removed his insulting comments, it wasn't no scriptures. He put this up. You know, see these things like this, we laugh at this shit, man. This is nothing. And this ain't the first time. These are from years ago. These are all mockery, man. Look at these. See? Putting the elders and apostles' faces on what's this shit? Street Fighter characters and stuff. You got Apostle Hart with a dress on right here, like he Chun-Li. See that? That's vocab Malone, them childish ass Christians, man. But see, Israelites that put your faces on these things, they childish too. They in the same lot. It's that spirit of folly. You got Elder Apostle Rhyme Law, a Street Fighter character. See that? It's the same spirit. You got Elder Apostle Gabar right here looking like a Street Fighter character. See? People do this because they don't have anything, man. They have to do this. This way they feel like they won some type of victory because you damn sure ain't beating us in the scriptures. See it right here? And they put their own heads on it, but they want to, you know, make mockery and fun of us, man. And it's no big deal. Like we told you. And then this is, you know, people love to say this. You say the apostles are Freemasons, but you have no proof of such allegations, and they're not Masons. None of the brothers. People done said that you know, they done this of the Dallas brothers and called them Masons and this and that. You put our faces on, you know, different stuff, but you can do that. Even this one, you think this is an insult? No. In the spirit, Yahushua said we will be fishers of men. He said we'll be fishers of men. What big deal if you put my face on a fish? I don't look like that. I mean, what are you talking about? But you know, this is all par for the course, man. The scriptures tell us how that they told you there should be mockers in the last time who should walk after their own ungodly lusts. See, a nigga need that because he feel like he won a victory when you do that. But in the meantime, we still bringing out this truth and you still losing. And nobody even knows you. People that made these videos, that put these up, they got very limited views. Doesn't make a difference. At the end of the day, you ain't helping. It ain't the gospel of the kingdom. Now, the word mockers.
Strong's G 1703, impictace. Impictace.
The word impictace for mockers, right? And it says what? A mocker, a scoffer. And a scoffer is a false teacher. A mocker. And that's all you really get from it. A derider. A false teacher. See that? Mocker, scoffer. And vocab Malone is a false teacher. And so are the individuals that every one of these that you see, none of them have a thriving ministry where the Israelites are waking up. And that didn't even slow us down. If we look up derider, it says express contempt for ridicule. See that? That's all. You attempt to ridicule us like you hurting us. We don't have thin skins, man. It take way more than that to hurt us. You know what would hurt us more? If you convinced us that we was teaching lies, or if you cut us in the scriptures, that would hurt more than making a damn image. What is that going to do? You know, at least let it be something that's not even in the scriptures, but this is in the scriptures that people would do these things. This is 1 Corinthians, right? 4 verse 8. Now ye are full, now ye are rich. Ye have reigned as kings without us, and I would to the Most High ye did reign, that we also might reign with you. For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were, appointed to death, right? The false religions went out into the world already. The false doctrines. The Most High will bring forth his prophets in the last days. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. We are made a spectacle. Let's go and look this word up. And, you know, let's get a translation before we do, right? This is NLT. Instead, I sometimes think the Most High has put us apostles on display like prisoners of war at the end of a victory parade, condemned to die. We have become a spectacle to the entire world, to people and angels alike. That's fire. See? NIV, for it seems to me that God has put us apostles on display at the end of the procession, like those condemned to die in the arena. We have been made a spectacle to the whole universe, to angels as well as to human beings. See that? Now, let's go and look up this word spectacle. It's for a mocking stock, for a gazing stock. It's supposed to be like this. Spectacle right here. Look at this word, theatron. That's fire.
Strong's G 2302. Theatron. Theatron.
Theatron, right? What does it say? It says theater spectacle. Theater, a place in which games and dramatic spectacles are exhibited and public assemblies held. See that? A public show. Metaphor, a man who is exhibited to be gazed at and made sport of. Ooh, so when you do that to us, you are basically really just sealing or signing. It's almost like a damn autograph, man. Right? It's almost like an autograph from the heavens. Like the Most High is putting an autograph on us. These are my men. These are the ones that you would mock. It's not a big deal. This is lightweight shit, man. See, when you do this, and there are so many videos of people making parody videos about the apostles, putting their heads on dancing clowns, all kind of stuff, man. But why? Because the world can't receive the spirit of truth. They're hurt. Hebrews 4:12 tells you that. When people do this, this is an admission that you pretty much defeated in the scriptures. You got to resort to this. And the people of the world will laugh at this shit. You think this is funny. You think this is something, man. This ain't nothing. Right? You really just showing your hurtness, your defeatedness. And really, when you do this one right here, like I said, this one right here was, I take from it, I should make you fishers of men. What's the big deal? Here, this guy was so hurt at being rebuked and seeing other people get rebuked, he branded me the rebukinator. So in his eyes, rebuke is a bad thing, but you know you a real bitch. You can't take rebuke. Everybody get rebuked. See? Putting horns on me, doing all that, man. And then this devil mocking spiritual power. Then saying we wear dresses. This is wounded individuals doing what? Metaphor, a man who is exhibited to be gazed at and made sport of. A place of public show, theater. See that? Spectacle, theater. Let's go here. Let's look up spectacle. Let's go a little further with it. Because I know it's going to give us a different definition from Google, maybe. Anyway. Spectacle. A visually striking performance or display. No. Which we do that. An event or scene regarded in terms of its visual impact. Make a spectacle of oneself. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? Doggone it. Let's go up here. Display, sight. Right here, verse in definition 3. Exhibition, laughing stock, food, curiosity. So we're becoming a laughing stock. People want, a mocking stock, a gazing stock, to laugh at us, right? And the scriptures say that people would do that. So guess what? We have to be those prophets. This here is let's see here. Hold on, brothers. Sport. Let's see here. Yeah, this is Proverbs 10:23. It says, "It is as sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding hath wisdom." Right? Let's see here. Mocked. And that this comes with the territory. The scriptures already told us, how there should be mockers in the last days. Right? This is 2 Chronicles 36:15. "And the Lord power of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place." The Most High sent out the prophets to do what? To warn his people. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High. See, the Most High had compassion on the house of Israel. You see? Nobody serving the Most High truly will see another man serving the Most High, and this is what you would do? This is what you would do? These come from insincere individuals. These don't come from those that truly want to see the gospel preached. No, these come from insincere individuals, man. We know vocab alone is insincere, who can't even answer questions about the kingdom coming on the earth. What purpose does this serve? This is like some nigga shit, man. Right? That's what all this is. This is just I'm going to get my lick back. You crush me in the scriptures. You crush my nuts and I'm wounded now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to embarrass you. And this shit ain't embarrassing. I'm bringing it to the light. Many of you probably never seen these. These are keepsakes. We say do more. They are keepsakes, but they mock the messengers of the Most High and despise his words and misuse his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy. And not everybody that does that are Israelites, but 80% of these images were done by Israelites. These were done by Israelites. This right here was done by Edomites, right? This is done by Edomites. The biggest Edomite, Vocab Malone, he did some of this. But these right here, this was done by Israelites. Former GMS members who are hurt, who are crushed, right? This is former GMS members doing this shit. Making parody videos, trying to splice videos, making us out to be terrible people. Like, you know, even with as far as the teachings, there are whole pages dedicated to doing nothing but scoffing. People open up accounts. This guy got a page called GMS Fumbled 2K Bloop, some shit. GMS Picnic Table. You know, GMS No Cowards and GMS is False Prophets. You got people that dedicated their lives to mocking and ridiculing us, you know, and making spectacles out of us. So this right here is nothing new. This is old shit. This is nothing new. As a matter of fact, the scriptures tell us more when we read into it. And we already read in Luke 6 that people are doing that for the Son of Man's sake. They think they're doing it because of us, but they're not. They're doing it for the Son of Man's sake. This is 1 John 3 and 11. I started 10. And this the children of the Most High are manifest, and the children of the devil. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of the Most High. Neither he that loveth not his brother. Now, we ain't gonna come on no love tale. You supposed to love your brother. You do me like that. We don't give a damn about no images. We don't give a damn about no images that you make of us. Big deal. It doesn't matter. It's an autograph from the Lord telling us that we're doing something right. For this is the message that ye have heard from the beginning, that we should love one another. And we do. We love the brothers, the true brothers. You wayward Israelites that's hurt in the spirit, we don't care about you. Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his own brother. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil and his brother's righteous. Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hate you. So this is what we're going to get. This is what we're going to receive. We're going to get demonization. We're going to get told we wearing dresses by the... And you know, a Christian ought to never say nothing, man. Many lies as you motherfuckers been following all these many years. You ain't got nothing to say, man. But you know, they're going to do that. Black Christians mock. They make fun of what we teach. You know, they make fun of what we teach. Our own people mock those that we've been sending to warn them. And you get that. You get that proud spirit among these jakes. You learn a little bit of how to do some computer graphics. Okay, great. That doesn't make you a prophet. You came against men that were established before you already. And over a little bit of rebuke, you got all vitrified. And this is what the result of it is. Guys that fell out from among the camps in different parts of the world and in different parts of the country. This is what they do when they get wounded, man. That's all. It's not a big deal. But prophetically, the Lord said they told you how there should be mockers in the last time, right? Did they not say that? Jake think this is an insult. This ain't no insult. What are you thinking? It's something worthy. It's worthy, you know, to laugh about. That I could be that much in your brain to the point where you spend time doing this. You think I'm gonna spend time? I'm gonna sit down on my computer and go try to find something and put your face on it? No, I won't. I'd rather just do a lesson and crush your nuts in the spirit. You see, we're not gonna take the time to do no shit like this. We're not gonna take the time to do that. This is John 15 and verse Salakia. This is John 15 and 18. It says at the top, disciples' relation to the world. What does it say? If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If Yahweh was here, they would paint images of him like that. They wouldn't accept the Lord. If you were of the world would love his own. But because you're not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. You hear that? The world hates us. And worldly Israelites hate us. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Look, but all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. This ain't for my sake. You think this is for my sake. No, you hate the God we serve. You think you hate us. As the scriptures say, he that hateth man hateth not. Or how's it go? I can't say the scripture. You know, he that hateth not man, but him that sent him. See that? That's what this is all about. So the title is woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you. For so do their fathers to the false prophets. See? But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. He that hated me hated my Father also. So when something does happen, even if you fancy yourself as a prophet, how far do you think you really gonna go when you done mock the servants of the Lord? Even if you say you a servant of the Lord, you don't really understand the Bible if you're thinking that you're gonna be able to mock servants of the Lord and you yourself as a servant of the Lord, but then you're gonna be okay. Especially those that came in before you. See? So you really don't understand. You don't have any understanding. You just all in your emotions. Emotions make Jake do shit like that, man. 1 Corinthians 4 again. I left off something that I wanted to read. I want to go back to this. I'm going to start right here, verse 9. 1 Corinthians 4 and 9. For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were, appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world. People going to look at us and they're going to mock us. We know that. You think that's the first? You think that's original? Telling us that we wearing dresses? You know how many times we heard that over the years? Hebrews like called cross dressing for Yahweh Shai. Come on, man, really? Can't be more original than that. You can't be more original than that. You think it's the first time we ever heard of something like that? It's stupid. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in the anointed. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. Even unto this present hour we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place, and labor, working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless, being persecuted, we suffer. Let's look at revile. What does the reviled mean? And you think we never heard that? People been calling us bums and rapists and all this type of shit. These little stupid ass images you draw. Hey, being called a pedophile or a rapist is worse than having some crazy motherfucker with a damn bow and arrow and a damn slingshot put your face on a fish. That ain't shit. I'd rather do this anytime, any day of the week. These images, this was kind of cool actually. But the other one was way cooler than this. But it doesn't matter. In any of these things, man, I would prefer somebody to do this 24/7 than to call us rapists. Here's the word for reviled.
Strong's G 3058. Loidareo. Loidareo.
Right, Loidareo, right? And it says what? To reproach, rail at, revile, heap abuse upon. To reproach, to vilify. See that? Revile. So when you vilify us, make us villains, saying we the house of Saul. How in the fuck can we be the house of Saul when Saul would try to tear down the gospel? He would try to do the opposite of what the Lord said do. Vilify, disparage. It gives a bunch of similar words: disparage, denigrate, defame, run down, revile, berate, belittle, abuse, insult, slight. That's good enough. Here, vilify, speak or write about in an abusively disparaging manner. So the things that you thought was gonna hurt actually help. It's no big deal, right? But in the meantime, while you're reviling us, you're going off in the scriptures. Let's show you that. Salakia. Just hold tight. Revile. This is Exodus 22 and 8. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. What is it talking about? Right here. And let's look at revile in this sense, right? It says qualal, revile, in this sense, curse, right? To be to lightly esteem. You're not supposed to lightly esteem the gods, to curse, make despicable, to make lighten, to treat with contempt, to bring contempt or dishonor. So you're not supposed to do that to the gods. What are these gods spoken of here? That's why Apostle Hart says, peace to the gods. It's the Hebrew word Elohim, which means what? Let's go there. Rulers, judges, divine ones. So in this case, the judges. Not rulers as with kings, but judges. The prophets are judges. And it also can mean divine ones like angels, works or special possessions of the Most High. See that? So when the scriptures say thou shalt not revile the gods, in this sense, it's talking about the judges, those that were set up in authority. And spiritually, we've been set up in authority. Right here it says, occasionally, Salakia. Occasionally, damn it. Hold on, brothers. Occasionally applied by way of deference to magistrates. And sometimes as superlative angels. But in our case, we're not literal angels, which we were angels, the first fruit angels, but not, right now we're in a lower state. So we're the magistrates, judges set up by the Spirit of the Lord to bring forth his judgments in the earth. See, so you're going off even doing that. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. So vocab alone, we don't expect them to know better than that. But even our own people, Israelites, they don't know better either. Because they ain't learned nothing, man. They still Americans. They still black people. Black people do shit like that, man. Right? Anyway, 1 Corinthians 4:12 again. In labor, let's start back at 11. Even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst and are naked and buffeted and have no certain dwelling place, and labor working with our own hands. Being reviled, we bless. Being persecuted, we suffer it. Being defamed, we entreat. What does that mean? What does being defamed mean? Let's see if we can get a translation. What does it say? In NLT, we appeal gently when evil things are said about us, yet we are treated like the world's garbage, like everybody's trash, right up to the present moment. NIV, when we are slandered, we answer kindly. We have become the scum of the earth, the garbage of the world, right up to this very moment. And people say that. Even Bishop Nate called us bum, the bum camp, you bums. See? Being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world, and are the offscouring of all things until this day. This is the lot to be in. This is a great lot to be in. Being defamed, we entreat. What is being defamed?
Strong's G 987. Blasphemeo. Blasphemeo.
Blasphemeo. What does it say? It says here, to speak reproachfully, rail at, revile, culminate, blaspheme. To be evil spoken of, reviled, railed at. See that? You can get reviled here. Since it keep coming up, reviled, criticized. See that? Yeah. Let's see, what else? Culminate. And look, Esau, the devil, is called a culminator. Look up, culminate. Make false and defamatory statements about. To utter maliciously false statements, charges or imputations about, to injure the reputation by calumny or by calumny. See, this is what people would do to you if you teach the truth. They think they're doing it as a favor. No, or as some type of, like they gaining some type of ground, or they scoring points over us. And all you're doing is you're autographing that thing, man. You're making us more and more, people are marveling at us in a greater light because you do this. All you're really doing is you making us look more like the men of the Lord. To speak reproachfully, rail at, revile, culminate, or calumniate, blaspheme, to be evil spoken of, reviled, railed at, to vilify, especially to speak impiously. What's that mean, impiously? Not showing respect or reverence. And that's really the reason why this dude did this and all of these images, because he wanted us to know that he didn't respect us. And that's okay. You got to take it up with the Lord, buddy. All these people do these things because they want us to know that they do not respect us. They do not regard us as anything worthy to be respected or regarded of. And that's fine. You got to take it up with the one that sent us. It's on you now. Not showing respect or reverence, especially for a God. What? Not showing respect or reverence, especially for a God. See? Of a person or act wicked. See? So when you act impiously, you showing no respect to the Most High. You think you're doing it to us. Right? But you ain't doing it to us. Haters. I don't know that. I can't get that quote. I don't know it. Doggone it. I can't find it. It's bugging me. It's in Thessalonians. And I'm sure a brother put it on the comment board, right? Just hold on, brothers. Yeah, that ain't it. Just gonna go out of this. Okay. So back in 1 Corinthians 4:13, it says, being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world and are the offscouring of all things unto this day. I write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons, I warn you. See that? So Paul warned us what was coming. And we see it, and it's all good. No sweat. No sweat. And finally, the Lord tells us here in Matthew 10:25, it is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? They called the Lord. They said the Lord was a devil. He said he had a devil, and he was a wine bibber. The disciple, Luke 6:40, the disciple is not above his master, but everyone that is perfect shall be as his master. Let's go open it up a little more. Yeah, that's it on that. Let's see what else we got. Can we go to Matthew? Yeah, the meaning of discipleship, Matthew 10:24. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? You see that? Let's see this one. Let's get this one, if we can get it. Yeah, this is John 10:21. We'll start at 19. There was a division, therefore, again among the Jews for these things. And many of them said, he hath a devil and is mad. Why hear ye him? And people say that about us. You talking about rape. You talking about the 2/3 going to be destroyed. You hate your people. Look how you treat your people. Well, that's what the scriptures say. And many of them said, he hath a devil and is mad. Why hear ye him? Others said, these are not the words of him that hath a devil. Can a devil open the eyes of the blind? And how long we been preaching and teaching? First and foremost, the apostles. You think that somebody going to do this to them and they ain't going to say it about us? They ain't going to say evil things about us? You think people are going to do this? Those that came before us, and they're not going to do it unto us? Sure they will. You think they're going to, mock and make fun of us? But they ain't going to, of the apostles first and then us? You think they're not going to do it to us? Sure they will. But the Lord said they do all these things because they know not him that sent us. That's why people do shit like this. And it's, hey man, like I said, it's wonderful. It is wonderful. In the end, it's always gonna be about edification. This is we'll close out with this. The point is made. Genesis 50. Let's go there. See, people, you don't really get it. It's like the old saying, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and it sticks to you. That's what it is. You think you're doing stuff for our destruction? No. On the contrary, my friends, What you're doing is hey, like I said, you are making us look more like men of the Lord when you do these things. And really, at the end of the day, the things that you think you're doing for our hurt, you're doing it for our good. The Lord is going to flip it on you, man. This is Genesis 50:19. And Joseph said unto them, this is when Joseph's brothers, right, they found out who he really was, and he told them, this is what he said. They was worried that he was going to take revenge. But he said, no. And Joseph said unto them, fear not, for am I in the place of the Most High? But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but the Most High meant it unto good, to bring to pass, as it is this day, to save much people alive. Hey, take them lemons and make lemonade. It's the same thing with us. People thought these things are going to hurt us. No. When people say we wear dresses, we can go right to the scriptures and show you where even Yahushua wore a long garment down to the foot. You going to tell him he wearing a dress? You idiot. That's really stupid. The scriptures say we're going to have spiritual power. You're going to tell the Lord that we ain't going to have spiritual power? You can take it and make a sensational title, and other people will watch it and laugh about it. But to your best ability, all you could do was get 1,600 views out of that. GMS Israelites say they'll throw tanks in the future. You think that made us look worse or better in the eyes of those who really follow the scriptures, especially when we can go in the scriptures and prove that men are going to have power from on high? You think this right here hurts us? It doesn't. They said Yahushua had a devil. You putting devil horns on me? Didn't the people say Yahushua had a devil? Of course they did. They called him Beelzebub. See? And saying I'm the rebukeinator. What is that? The scriptures say we're supposed to rebuke. We're supposed to be, we're not supposed to be your friends. We're supposed to tell you when you're doing something wrong. But the things you think you're doing that hurt us, the Lord is flipping it, man. And people seeing these images, they going, damn, this guy, I got to look him up. He must really be doing something. This dude didn't do out of his way to do this. It's great. See? And the Most High has turned this thing around to save much people alive. Look at the lesson. Look at the scriptures that you learned that you might not otherwise have known, you new brothers and sisters out there. If we're supposed to be made fun of, we're supposed to be looked at as trash. We're supposed to be talked about. If it wasn't, we wouldn't be doing, something would be wrong. You see? People supposed to say that. You can't prove, nowhere can you find that the apostles are Freemasons. If they Freemasons, that means we doomed. They were the ones that brought forth all the understanding of the scriptures through the Holy Spirit. The other groups ain't doing it. They're the only ones that broke down 2 Ezra 11 and 12. Who else did it? None of your teachers out there did it. You can't do it. Even if you watch their videos, you still can't break it down. They broke down Daniel chapter 7 to us. Daniel chapter 2. Going to all them heavy prophecies. You mean tell me they Freemasons? Yeah, okay. We in a lot of trouble if they was Freemasons, because that means we got to wait for some other elders and apostles to come. Some other leaders. So, just a quick lesson there through the Spirit. This shit does not hurt us. See? People will say, man, he must have really got to you. Because our form is teaching the Bible. Right? See, a nigga think that insults is what wins. No, man. The truth is what wins, not insults. Let's get one real quick before we go here. Let me show you something. I thought that was it, but we still rolling. I'm going to read one more, Lord willing. This is Hebrews. And I know all the students going to really enjoy this. Hebrews 4:12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. So the word, it cuts people so deep. We don't need to talk to you. We can tell by your actions how deeply cut you are. This individual was cut. And then this dude, when this happened, he went on making, he wound up taking out all the videos. You can't find this video anymore. He wound up taking it down because his elder ordered him to take it down because what? He had no scriptures in his whole video. All he did made a video full of insults. And that dude ain't been right ever since. He might not even be in the truth anymore. And this guy that made this, he's following the apostles now. He on the comment board every week talking about that was a great camp, apostles. But you forgot you had this shit up. We didn't forget. We know who you are. You hurt. And Vocab Malone did this, right? Because what? He can't touch the apostles and elders, man. He can't touch them. He hurt in the spirit. An individual that did this, he ain't even making these mocking videos anymore. The dude from overseas in Holland, he made this. Then he used the Great Millstone avatar the whole time as his avatar. You just our fanboys, man. At the end of the day, this is admiration that you're showing us. But you know what? It ain't about us. And you trying to make it about us, but it's not about us. The gospel that we teaching is showing, the discernment is showing that you are defeated when you do this. When Vocab Malone and his cronies put this up right here, when his friend Alton Johnson put this up, what did we do when Vocab visited the Virginia brothers? What did Great Millstone do? Brought forth video after video after video after video of edification. What did Vocab them do? Brought this out, made a video mocking us because that's all they could do. Coming on our comment board talking about why is everybody talking about this, because that was all that they could do. See, we destroyed that Jeremiah, that stupid doctrine that them guys had. And we went into Hosea 5 and went into Jeremiah, Hosea 3, Salakia, and Jeremiah chapter 30 and broke it down the right way. This is what came up. This came from that. Motherfuckers was hurt that their doctrine was false. See? So they've been discerned. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so do their fathers unto the false prophets. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.